All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. All right, it's Wednesday edition. Of course, once again, it's raining out in Florida. Right, only in Florida we have 80-degree weather one day and pouring rain for the rest of the week. Right, welcome to the Sunshine State. Today, I want to talk about if you're having a bad day. Right, a lot of people, especially in recovery, if they if things start to unwind, they start having a bad day, right? They tend to throw everything away. When you're having a bad day, what I do when I'm having a bad day is I let more God into my life, right? Now, I was born and raised Catholic, you know what I mean? And I solely believer in the Lord and Jesus Christ my whole life. But for a very, 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 very long time, I didn't let God into my life to work the miracles that he had to work. Meaning I drove by my will, each and every day for a very, very long time. Now, that's not saying that, I had some good points in my life, but because I was on this path of destruction in my life, I tend to burn it down. I tend to have more low points than high points, right? And, that's because I struggled with, active addiction for so many years, Like I got over 2 years clean now. Am I cured? Hell no, right? My disease is locked in a cage doing push-ups, just waiting for that moment, that he wants me to throw in the towel. And I'm okay with it being locked in a cage because I know I have a toolbox that I could use nowadays to help me stay clean and sober, right? So I have a network of people that I can rely on. I have mentors that I could talk to. I have, sponsors, sponsees. I have a network of tools that I could use at any given time. But most of all, my main tool that I use is God, right? I let God into my life these days. I pray and meditate morning and night, so I could be spiritually fit to handle those bad days, right? Life on life's terms, people. You're gonna have its ups and downs. It's just how you're gonna deal with those low points, to get through them, right? Because it's gonna happen. Life's not perfect. It's not all rainbows and unicorns. So, stay strong during these low times in your life and put more God in your life. And I promise you that, living by his will and not your own will, the miracle will happen. You'll see it. I've seen it in other people for so many years. And, I always wanted what they have, and, to this day I see miracles working, in and out of people's lives on a daily basis. And, it's something to look forward to. Now, do I go around, do I go around shoving, the Lord down everybody's throat? Absolutely not. What I do is I practice the principles in my affairs so people could see, God's will working within me. And, I think that's a big thing. You got to lead by example so others can see the path that you're on. And you never know, somebody struggling might want that same path that you're on. Somebody that's truly struggling might want to, use the tools that you have, that you're using to accomplish great things in their life. So that's why it's really important to make sure that you lead by a prime example, especially if you're in a fellowship. You want to, you're basically the voice of that fellowship. You're the face of that fellowship. So, you want to practice the principles in your affairs to set a good example for new people coming in, If you're out there causing ruckus and mayhem, what kind of example are you setting? Are you truly living by God's will, or are you truly living by your will? That's the question you have to ask yourself. I used to be a little bug like crazy. Now I can't, I can't see myself throwing stuff on the ground. I have to, pick it up. But it's just little things like that where I choose to, to let God into my life, opposed to living in sin. But, am I perfect? Absolutely not. Do I make mistakes? Every day, right? But now the beauty part about being in recovery is that I get to catch those mistakes, right? and I get to fix those mistakes as they happen. All right, so if you're having a bad day, let God into your life today, and I promise you, things will start looking up. You guys have a blessed day. I love you, and have a